I just want to give you guys a quick explanation of the dirty tricks they play in the House of Representatives and how they waste your money. Right now, you might be hearing Speaker Johnson and Republicans start talking about another reconciliation bill. They're calling it Reconciliation 3.0, and some of them are calling it a budget. This is not a budget. This is a request coming from President Trump in the White House and coming from the Department of War, asking for approximately $87 billion, $87 billion of your dollars, to be able to spend on the war in Iran. And so think about this. This is how ridiculous it is. Most Americans don't even support the war in Iran, don't understand why we went to war in the first place, and are really angry at the rise in inflation and gas prices that have resulted from this. But here we have the Republicans, the conservatives, and the supposed fiscal responsibility party is talking about spending another $87 billion of your dollars for the war in Iran after already spending over $115 billion fighting a war that shouldn't even be happening, a war that they said wouldn't happen, and campaigned on no more foreign wars. Okay, well, it gets even dirtier than this. Within this $87 billion, $11 billion are going to be given to farmers. Do you want to know why? Sounds good on the surface. We love our farmers, but they're giving them $11 billion because farmers have been hurt so bad by the war in Iran because of the rise of gas prices, because of the cost of fertilizer that has skyrocketed because of Trump's war in Iran. So not only are they going to be saying, hey, we got to spend all this money on the military so that we can keep fighting this war in Iran, they're having to pay off farmers that have been horrifically injured economically and financially because of the stupid foreign war, the war in Iran, that's supposedly not a war, is what Trump tells us. So I just wanted to explain this to you. Now, there's some tricks that are being played in the House of Representatives with Reconciliation Budget 3.0, $87 billion for Iran and the $11 billion payoff for the farmers who have been hurt. Well, they're attaching another bill to it so that no Republican in the House of Representatives can vote no, even if they wanted to vote no. They're attaching the Save America Act, the election bill, to this reconciliation bill, the money, the war money. And so it's a dirty trick. They always do this. They'll put two bills together or multiple bills together, and one that's really popular to make sure that every Republican votes yes, because if they vote no, then they'll get attacked, or even the Republican political strategists will attack them spending money on ads in their district if they don't comply and do the right thing. So they're putting the Save America Act that the House has already passed multiple times and sticking it with the war money for Iran, $87 billion. And then here's the most ridiculous part. They don't have a pay for this bill. Usually when there's spending like this, an extra spending bill going through the House, many conservative Republicans will say, how are we going to pay for this? Are we going to cut a program here? Are we going to pull money, from somewhere to pay for it? No, they're not doing that at all. This is straight up spending, which will increase inflation again, but it's straight up spending another $87 billion for a war that no one supports, a war that shouldn't be happening, for a campaign promise that has been broken, and then they're having to pay off $11 billion for farmers who have been injured, and then they're making sure that everybody votes yes by putting the election integrity bill with it, the Save America Act. So, wanted to explain that to you. You might say, you know what, I don't care what they do. I just want the Save America Act. Well, let me inform you what will happen when it goes to the Senate. The House, if they pass this little bill package with the $87 billion for war in Iran and the Save America Act will go to the Senate next, where it has to pass in order for the president to sign it for it to become law. Well, the senators are not going to vote for this version of the Save America Act. They're going to change it and water it down because it's having problems in the Senate. And so once they change it, they will have to send it back to the House for another vote. where House Republicans will be put in a corner once again to vote and pass the big $87 billion boondoggle for Trump's war in Iran and a weakened, watered down, yucky version of the Save America Act. So that's what is really going to happen. That's what's coming down the pipe. And I'll add one more just pathetic thing for you because you deserve to know. This is all happening while at the same time Mike Johnson is telling the GOP conference that they have to vote for another CR, which is a continuing resolution for government funding through November 3rd. Yes, the election, general election dates. So they can't even come up with a real budget. They're trying to pass a CR before they leave for August recess. And at the same time, they're spending $87 billion of your money for a war that nobody supports. So hope that helps explain what's going on in the House of Hypocrites, where they do nothing but waste your money.